and gentlemen, are you ready?
Yo, mic check, step in close. We came to talk, we came to boast. Small show, big dreams, big smoke. Every word hit hard when we toast. Mr. Phoenix in the frame, velvet glides, then takes the lane. Lil Mac got that quick fire flame. 3 names, 1 wave, 1 game. Say it loud, lean in now. Watch us turn tiny room, huge sound. Let's talk the biggest small show.
Oh my lands.
Wow.
We've got paging Dr. Death. We've got Dr. Death with us.
Oh,
Oh,
how's it
that's gonna
going,
be-
everyone?
I'm going to be bringing him in now. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, here is Bill. So do you like the title of our name? It's Paging Dr. Death. Right. So can you hear us?
Yes.
All right. So what first got you into acting right off the bat?
Right off the bat.
Get it in.
Well, I'm one of those people who was like an outcast misfit as a child, growing up, and therefore developed a sense of humor, and became
Right
a
on.
smart ass as a defense mechanism. But I never really seriously thought about acting till I was in my mid-20s, I guess. I was actually studying filmmaking at Columbia College in Chicago.
Right
I
on.
loved movies. I was a lifelong lover of movies, not just horror. Actually, comedy was what I thought was my wheelhouse, and was for quite a while. So I was studying screenwriting and directing, and a coworker kept nagging me to go take classes at Second City. And I was like, that's not my thing. But this was the early 1980s, and I started to realize how many comedy movies involved people who had come out of that Second City community in the 70s, basically.
Wow.
And the thread that connected them all was a gentleman by the name of Del Close, who was the artistic director at Second City when the cast was Belushi and Murray and Aykroyd and Ramis.
Ooh.
And he also directed Toronto with John Candy and Eugene Levy and all those people. So I eventually started working with him because I began to realize what a good creative tool improv was. My original notion was that would be a good place to network. I'll meet other people who are going to make films.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I really did not, I was not pursuing being an actor at that
Right.
time.
I get you. Okay. So what
Oh, the show isn't over yet?
oh no. No,
I feel
no.
like I talked for a long time.
Oh no. You are just fine. You have any questions, you two?
So, what's your favorite movie?
Yeah, people ask me, I never know what to say because there's so many that I really like, and I can make a case for all of them in different ways. One that was a big influence on me, it came out when I was attending ultra conservative fundamentalist Baptist Bible College. A movie was in the theaters called National Lampoon's Animal House.
Oh,
And so there's
know
my
that one.
introduction to Harold Ramis and John Belushi as film actors or as filmmakers.
mhm.
But yeah, I went to see that like 7, and we weren't supposed to see movies. We were Baptist. We weren't supposed to go to movie theaters.
Oh.
But I saw it like 7 times over the summer. It's like, oh, okay. There's a version of college life that's vastly different from the one I know.
Okay.
Where if men and women date, which means they spend any time together, you're not allowed to touch each other at all in any way. No
Oh.
physical. That's the kind of place it was.
Oh
Okay.
wow. That would be kind of rough to do, especially if you were like, you both connected and bonded together.
Right.
Right.
I was
So
gonna say that's definitely different then for dating than it is now for dating. It's definitely different.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, I'm talking about the mid 70s. It was a pretty
Yeah.
liberated time in the world. Not where I was.
so can you explain how it was to be Dr. Death?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't play the character Dr. Death.
Okay.
If in case that's what you're thinking, I people kind of like have made that connection for some reason, and a lot of that is probably due to the fact that I have cosplayed Dr. Death. I've dressed up in the outfit and gone. I went to Flashback Chicago one year when Charles Band was there.
Gotcha.
So I play a character that's named Maximilian Kuda. My character dies at the very beginning of the movie.
Okay.
And then Dr. Death is discovered locked in a steamer trunk in my closet.
Oh.
No
Wow.
explanation as to how that happened, but that's
Okay.
Dr. Death. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the Puppet Master franchise. Dr. Death was in one other Puppet Master film, and that was something called Retro Puppet Master. That was
Oh.
the action takes place during World War II.
Um,
So in the Dr. Death standalone, my character was supposedly a medic during World War II.
okay.
So without any explanation, evidently I somehow came into the possession of the puppet and have had him in a trunk for ever since World War II.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
I've got to check that movie out because it's been a while since I've seen those two. I've seen Puppet Master, but I haven't like followed all of them yet.
Yeah.
Isn't that it's by Full Moon?
Full Moon. Yes.
That's what I thought. So, do you have a favorite horror movie?
Favorite horror movie. Again, it's so hard to just choose one.
How
But
about
you know
food?
what? I once my introduction to horror as a kid was Hammer Films on late night TV. There was no physical media yet. There wasn't even cable or satellite, but on broadcast television, you could only get 2 or 3 stations. Other than the Johnny Carson show, no other networks had programming at night, so they just showed old movies, and for whatever reason, they loved Hammer horror movies. So that was my introduction. But when I finally saw Dracula with Bela Lugosi, I just think that's classic.
Dracula?
And it's hard to not want to also include Bride of Frankenstein for just
Ooh, that's a good one.
atmospherically, that's just such a well-made film, I think. So
That's definitely a good one.
I got to go with those two.
Okay.
Do you how would I put this?
What was the hardest movie to make?
That I've been an actor in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good question. I'm trying to think anything that's been challenging. You throw me for a loop. You know what? I would have to go with a film that I just wrapped earlier this year, so it isn't out yet.
Ooh.
I haven't even seen footage of it yet. The
Okay.
writer director is also the editor and still working on editing. But it's called Hug These Bones.
Oh.
Hug These Bones.
Hug These Bones by Chris
Okay.
Shern. I've done a couple of films with him now. Most recently, something called Vic Effects, which is a horror movie about a person who does sound effects, a Foley artist
Oh,
for
okay.
horror movies. And then Hug These Bones, Chris wrote this part for me. God bless his heart. I play a guy who almost dies from an OD, and I end up going to cuddle therapy to try to deal with my demons and figure out how to reunite with my estranged adult children, but malevolence ensues.
Right.
I can't really say much more than
It's okay. It's
No, that's okay.
without giving too much away. But it's the
Right.
only horror
It's okay.
movie I know of that's set in that takes place at a cuddle party. So
So was the cuddling the hardest part?
what's that?
Was the cuddling the hardest part?
The cuddling was the hardest. It just, for one thing, it's the first film I've had the lead role in. It's totally a dramatic role, which I know I can do, but I haven't had a chance to do that in a film yet. So that was challenging in a lot of ways.
I understand that. So, do you have a bucket list of a style of or a genre of a movie you want to do?
A bucket list? You mean apart from horror?
Yeah. Like one day I'm gonna do comedy and
Well,
Go for
I've got some comedies out there that I like. One that might be more accessible for you folks is, if you haven't seen it, They Came Back from Somewhere, which is a sequel to It Came From Somewhere,
Okay.
which was a parody of Plan 9, Teenagers from Outer Space, all these 50s B movies. Are
Outer
you
Space.
familiar with Plan 9?
I think so. Yeah, I think I've seen it.
It opens with a guy who was a celebrity psychic of the day
Yeah.
introducing really nothing. He just sort of rambles about the future and time and this.
Mhm.
So in It Came From Somewhere, I play a parody of that. So it's like 1 minute at the very beginning. But then we did a sequel called They Came Back From Somewhere, and I get to play the alien supreme leader, sort of Ming the Merciless type, but with more of a wink and a nod at the audience. But I loved that role so much because, the style called for it to be a little over the top. There's another film called You're Out that has nothing to do with horror. It is about a father-son road trip to baseball camp, and I play the father's former semi-pro coach
Okay.
who ends up coaching his son at a thing. And my line, well, not my only line, but my favorite line as in that movie is, "You know what? You're useless, like a limp dick."
That is hilarious.
And it really bothers me that didn't somehow become like a national catchphrase or something.
Or on a T-shirt already.
Mhm.
So yeah, no, I've gotten to do some comedies, which is why I'm trying to think. I've never done a musical, and I don't think anybody wants me to. Also,
was
nobody
your
wants me to
story?
make a porno, I'm pretty sure.
Whoa.
So yeah, I've and I recently did a short film called Shepherds that just went into film festivals.
Okay.
It's like 7 minutes long, but it's a legal drama. It's like a courtroom drama. So that's a purely dramatic role. So yeah, I feel like they're coming along. Trying to think of any genre that I haven't done that I really want to.
Okay. What was the most gory? What was the
Okay.
most bloodiest movie?
The bloodiest movie?
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Death is pretty bloody.
Yes, it was.
It's pretty much bloody all the way through.
Okay.
Except for my character, but that's an interesting point, because what happens at the beginning is my character is experiencing like a nightmare hallucination. Dr. Death is haunting my psyche, and I'm having these flashbacks of World War II, and bombs are going off, and I keep seeing Dr. Death. And then I just have a heart attack and die.
Oh,
Originally in the script, Dr. Death was supposed to burst out of my chest, kind of like Alien, but burst out
Oh wow.
and spray blood all over the place. And we filmed that. The special effects artist, Greg Leitner, squirted me in the face with a squirt bottle full of fake blood.
Oh,
I had blood all over my face. And then for what? And they said, well, because they didn't want to do a practical effect and try to make an actual puppet come out of my chest. They said, we'll add that in later. And they chose not to. So I'm like the only one who escapes
oh,
all the blood in Dr. Death. There's a film that's going to be coming out. I don't know if it'll come out yet this year or not, called The Clown Dies at Midnight 2 Clown Harder. From Chivi's films, they're probably best known for something called Torture the Flesh that has had a big cult following.
Right on.
But again, I'm not at liberty to go into much detail.
Right.
But when they were shooting my scene, they had like maybe 6 people standing around me, pouring fake blood onto me as the camera pans down my body. So I'm really eager to see how that turns out. But that'll be pretty bloody. That's going to be my bloodiest, I think, so far.
okay, okay.
There is a site online called Cinemorgue. It's part of the fandom Wikipedia, if you're familiar with all that. Cinemorgue lists different actors in all the movies they've died in.
Oh wow.
So you can go to my listing, and right now I've got 5. Because there's one that I'm not at liberty to say how I die yet. So
right.
but it cracked me up. I just sort of came across that by accident. How interesting.
Right. So you've always done your own stunts?
Sure. Yes. I haven't had any really bad stunts to have to do, but
That's well, we had Bill Perry
yeah, I know
on the
Bill.
show. Yeah, and he was telling us
He's
about
done some stunts.
Yes, he's done some stunts. He was telling us about they called it the Freddy dick
Yes,
because in 3 it looked like a penis coming after the girl.
right. Bill's a fun guy. He's just.
Yes.
How long ago did you have him on?
Was it 2 weeks?
No,
So
it was-
recently.
No, Bill was. You guys weren't on with Bill because Vinny was
okay.
still alive.
Okay.
Vinny passed away in June.
I just wondered if he talked about his book By His Hand. Does that-
I think so.
he wrote a novel that is being
Yeah, 'cause he's
made
got
into
this
a film.
audiobook
It's just freaky and creepy AF.
Mhm. Yeah, he was talking about that because he was going to get the audio.
Yes.
This craziness.
They're making fun of me, aren't they?
No,
No.
they're talking about the creepy hand.
Ah,
Sorry.
So, is there anybody that you would like to work with?
yeah, I can think of a whole lot of people. Lynn Lowry, if you know Lynn and I are friends. We've talked about wanting to work together. Brett Wagner is another one. Felissa Rose.
Felicia. Okay, I know who she is.
Those are people who are part of the community, and that was one thing that I didn't even know about until I went to my first horror convention, which was right after Dr. Death was released in 2022. I had no clue the community,
Oh yeah.
and how people support each other and everything. When people say, "Why do you do so many horror movies?" I'm like, that's where the opportunities are. That's where indie film is flourishing, and it's like it's a network. It's an extended family.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't find that in any other genre.
Do you like doing conventions?
Love it.
That is awesome.
I got
What's
a couple coming up in October. The Illinois Horror Film Festival,
Mhm.
the first
Okay.
weekend in October, and then this is the one I'm really excited about. The next weekend, I'm at something called Nightmare in Vegas,
Ooh,
which is a horror themed. The main attractions, other than the semi celebrities, are custom cars of all kinds and a pinup ghoul pageant. They
interesting.
do like a pinup girl pageant, but they're all, spooky.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So that's not typical for conventions.
So, did they ever make merchandise of Doctor Death?
There are, I know there is they have figures available, collectible
that's cool.
figures. I don't know that they did much else for Dr. Death that I'm aware of as far as merch other than the physical media. I've had shirts made. I don't know if you've
Nice.
seen.
Have not.
I'll grab one.
You're fine.
I'm going to try to make this story not any longer than it needs. You know what? Can I grab a shirt real quick? Take me
Absolutely.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Time
you're
me. in
totally
case it doesn't
fine.
take- I've painted myself into a corner here, so
Oh no.
yeah, right.
And there he's off. Wheelie, wheelie, wheelie. Ooh.
They'll never find me.
We got a show tune.
So what's the weather like over there?
Heat advisory. Non-stop.
All right, how long was I gone? Jesus,
10 hours.
0.5
you're
seconds.
gonna lose me altogether here.
10 hours. Just kidding.
You were like
I'm at
Flash.
that age where I lose time a lot.
Oh no, you're just fine.
You're fine.
This tripod is trying my patience. Okay, so I went through all of that to do this. Can you see that?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
that is
That's
so cool.
me and Dr. Death.
That
Nice.
is so cool.
I belong to a Puppet Master fan club on Facebook. And
Okay.
a couple years ago, someone had posted that they were doing like comic sketches of Puppet Master characters.
Okay.
And I sent him a screenshot of me from the movie and said, yeah, if you're interested, you want to see what you could do with this. I didn't know the guy's a professional comic artist. I also didn't know these sketches were for the Full Moon Features 35th anniversary Puppet Master trading cards.
Oh wow.
Oh.
There's like individual one of a kind hand-drawn sketch cards
Nice.
amongst all the other trading cards. So like he
Yeah.
literally drew that or painted that on a card, and it's in amongst all the other trading cards. So I'm out there somewhere.
Either in
But
Out there-
he
out
also
there
gave me
someone's
he
room.
sent me a release and said, you can use this image as you want, which I have been doing.
That's really good.
And I
though.
thought if Full Moon doesn't like it, they will let me know.
Yeah. That's true.
I've never heard anything, so
So between Blade and Doctor Death, who do you think would win?
I don't know. Blade has such a reputation, but I don't know. Dr. Death has his bones, so and I've got to be loyal. I'm going to say Dr. Death.
I can see that actually. I could
But
really.
it would be a long, drawn out, protracted, bloody battle.
Oh yeah, it'd be to the very end. I
Right.
mean, of the puppet. So, is Puppet Master your favoriteest movie you've been in?
I would say, well, it depends on your criteria for favoritist. Um, it's definitely the most well-known credit I have
Yeah.
at this point. So in that aspect, yes. But again, I'm in the first 3 minutes of the movie. I'm strapped down on a gurney screaming.
Interesting.
That's all I do. So as far as being an actor, that's not necessarily a very satisfying role. The one where I played the alien supreme leader, they came back from somewhere. That might be so far my most favorite role. Yeah, just because I got to do so much with it.
Is that where can you get that movie at?
It's available on YouTube. It was on the Screamify app. I don't know if it still is. But yeah, it's on YouTube.
YouTube? Okay.
They came back from somewhere.
I'm gonna have to.
I can send you the link if you want.
That would be
Ooh,
great. I definitely would like to
I can
watch
even
it.
send you a link to just my scenes, and that saves you watching like an hour of the rest of the movie.
You can send that would be fine. You can send me both. Because I definitely would like to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you give in your advice for a upcoming actor? What to do?
Understand that for most people, it doesn't just happen right away.
Right.
And you might have to spend a lot of time auditioning for things that you don't get. And that's what knocks a lot of people out of the game. It's difficult, I tell people it's like auditioning for a job over and over and over and over. And when you finally get hired for a job, it doesn't last that long. And then you go back to interviewing for jobs again. It's
patience then.
I mean, until you reach a point maybe where you're just known for your work and people come to you. Yeah, it can really wear you out. So that's one thing, is just be aware that you've just got to hang in there. And the other thing is go find some information about an acting teacher named Michael Chekhov. His approach to acting is, it's hard for me to describe. It's very psychologically oriented.
Okay.
My degree is in psychology. I'm kind of a psychology nerd. In fact, one of his main tenets is something called the psychological gesture. Like if you and I had a scene and I was really mad at you, I would rehearse the scene using my entire body to demonstrate how angry I am at you. That would probably culminate with me punching you right in the face and thinking about how that felt. And then when we do the Then when we do the scene,
you punched real well.
when we do the scene, you keep that intensity without doing that action. And it's called a psychological gesture. And this is, Jack Nicholson.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the people that you associate with Stanislavski's method were also heavily influenced by, Chekhov was a devotee of Stanislavski, and he just kind of refined a bunch of things. But yeah, it's reading the Michael Chekhov handbook revolutionized my approach to acting.
Okay. That makes
sense. Because I came to realize that oftentimes I was playing a caricature instead of actually acting, which depending on the role, sometimes that's fine. That's what's called for. But other times I would watch myself in something and just cringe, And that's why I realized that's why, because I wasn't coming across as real.
Okay. You used the word cringe. I have a question now. What is the movie that you wish you never did?
Oh.
Good question.
Well, it was
Wow.
all because of you because you used the word cringe. So I thought about it.
No, it's a great question that I never did.
You know, like Ryan Reynolds, and I've heard him say it. This the Green Lantern. He wished he never did.
Yeah.
And why?
I don't know the reason why. I just remember him. That statement. I remember reading,
Yeah.
and I was wondering that too because I thought it was a good movie.
I thought so too. It was good.
Yeah, it was. And honestly, I cannot think of anything that I just really regret having done.
Okay.
I don't think I've done enough stuff to have come across that.
I don't know. I just lost what I was going to say. Hang on. My apologies.
That's usually what I do. At
Maybe
least once an interview, I will say that. I'll go off on a tangent and then like, what were we talking about?
well, I just took it from you. I'm sorry.
Who is your favorite actor?
Growing up, Jack Lemmon was.
Okay.
If you know who Jack Lemmon is, he's before your time. He was in Some Like It Hot, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, a comedic actor that I really admired. I like George Clooney. I like
Okay.
who's that pretty boy? Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad, Mr. Springfield, Missouri.
Oh my God! I just finished watching the series of Cape Fear with Javier Bardem.
I've not seen that yet.
As have you seen Cape Fear, the one with De Niro?
Not yet.
Oh my God! Why am I even talking to you?
Oh
No.
It's a very well written, very well made crime thriller.
Okay.
You know who Javier Bardem is, I'm guessing. Yeah,
yes.
He's just so. He's like creepy and lovable at the, one of those like sociopaths.
Now I'm gonna have to watch.
Charming and charismatic, but he'll rip your head off with his bare hands if he loses his temper. And he was just. I've always liked his work, and if you remember him in No Country for Old Men, it's like they're such different characters, yet both are just as like powerful.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to. You're gonna make me a list of movies to watch.
Right.
I got to get caught up, I guess. What if you weren't doing acting, what would you want to do? That you were thriving to do?
Be a rock star? I mean, I don't have the talent for it. If I could just pick something, actually, I spent 28 years working for the Chicago Tribune newspaper.
Okay.
Okay.
So acting has always sort of been the side hustle, except for a few years when I was getting a lot of commercial work. I'd left the Tribune and then went back a few years later. So right now I can't think of anything I'd rather be doing, but selling Winnebagos.
Selling Winnebagos.
Right. When I first started studying filmmaking back in the early 1980s in Chicago, I just knew I wanted to be involved in something in entertainment, ideally movies, but I was also open to radio or television or, something in that widespread. arena. So I guess if I wasn't acting, I'd still want to be doing something, in that capacity, something other than acting.
Okay. Mac, you got a question?
What movie that you've been in was the most expensive one?
That I've been in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, the cost of it was very expensive.
Well, let's see now and this was such a low budget film, but again, Puppet Master Dr. Death, probably of the films I've done in the last several years. Well, wait, another one. There's one called The Rhythm
Okay.
that is about a efforts to build an ice rink stadium for disadvantaged black kids in Detroit back in the 70s. And how they have to kind of overcome City Hall to make this happen. I play the corrupt city councilman
Mhm.
who's in charge of that department, which also was a very fun role. But yeah, that was more of a big budget film. But again, those aren't big budget studio films.
Right.
Like
Okay.
I was a background extra in Home Alone.
Oh.
Oh,
The scene where Catherine O'Hara is standing at the counter at the airport saying, "I need to go back to Chicago. My son is home alone." You just see there's people walking all back and forth behind her in the airport. There were like 6 of us, and we literally just walked in a circle behind her. But on camera, you just see bodies moving.
back.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But there's such a difference with a big budget film. There's lights and all kinds of equipment and filters and different people doing different stuff. Where most indie films, like what I've been working on, it's usually very much maybe a handful of people.
Yeah.
And very basic equipment. Which, that being said, we're in an age of technology where you can get away with less sophisticated equipment, but I know big budget studio films are still that way.
I got you.
They're huge productions behind the scenes.
So, did you get to keep Dr. Death or a replica at least?
I know. They didn't even have the Dr. Death puppet on the set, at least not that I saw. And I was by the workshop where they make all the puppets. They were all there, and I did not see Dr. Death amongst them. That being said, a company out in LA by the name of Spoopy Ghouls, who makes horror themed figurines, made a Dr. Death figure for me.
Okay. Right on. What kind of merch would you hope to have someday?
So while I'm thinking of this, I literally took nothing home from working on Dr. Death. It's just
Gotcha.
so it's not just I didn't get a figure. Other than photos and good memories, I really didn't get to take any kind of souvenir. So I'm sorry. What was your question again?
I forgot it.
I'm sorry. That's on me. I should have just shut the up and let you ask your question instead of making a point that really didn't need to be made. I realized as I was saying.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Okay.
Which is what I don't know if that's what your logo is.
What?
Yeah.
In the behind her.
Yes.
Yeah, it's purple and
that
pink.
looks purple to me because I that's the kind of thing I love that.
Yeah.
All right. let's see. Trying to think of it. Some. Oh, yes.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
What kind of pizza?
I'm very traditional. I prefer cheese and sausage, maybe pepperoni. Not a big
Okay.
fan of things like ham or pineapple, but
Ooh, ham and pineapple is
Oh.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I lived most of my adult life. I lived in Chicago.
Did you have the Chicago deep dish pizza?
I have had every kind of Chicago
Woohoo.
style pizza there is, and I
So
don't
what's the-
live in Chicago any longer, but I'm back and forth quite regularly because my
Okay.
acting career is still based there. So I'm bringing home frozen pizzas. On the
Oh, I
regular.
bet.
So what's your what is the best pizza joint in Chicago?
I guess I'd have to go with Pizzeria Uno,
Okay.
which is probably the classic deep dish Chicago pizza. There's also one called Lou Malnati's. It's a deep dish, but it's different. The way they construct their crust and the cheese and everything. If you have like a 12-inch pizza, there's like a 12-inch patty of sausage on top of it. It's not
Yeah.
sausage
Oh.
crumbles.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
And
So
then
we
there's a place called Chicago Pizza and Oven Grinders on Clark Street that makes what is known as a pizza pot pie.
Oh.
that
It's
sounds
baked
pretty
in a
good.
ceramic dish, and they come up and they flip it upside down on your plate. So you can't pick it up and eat it like a slice.
Okay.
Right. That sounds kind of interesting. So I like
There are
pot
all
pies.
these
Oh, yeah.
different styles. It's like movies. It's hard to pick one that's the best or your favorite
Right.
because
Right.
they kind of all are.
So we've got this thing that we've been doing since we've been started.
Okay.
What are your top 3 favorite pies?
Favorite pies?
And not pizza pie.
No. Apple. Right out of the gate.
Okay.
If you heat up a slice of apple pie and put some cinnamon ice cream on it,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay.
I will be your slave for
Ooh.
life. So yeah, apple. Did I say apple yet?
Yep. Apple.
Yes.
I'm assuming all 3 apple.
There's different. I could say Dutch apple, apple crumb. Okay, apple, pumpkin pie. You can't go past.
At least I
pumpkin
get
pie.
another pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. Yes.
Finally.
And there's
Pecan?
like a pecan caramel concoction that's made with Jack Daniels, and and chocolate. I can't think of what it's called right now, but it's
I-
decadent and
That
delicious.
sounds really good.
Well, what you're talking about sounds really good.
Right.
Now,
Yeah,
is
it's like a pecan pie, but on steroids, on chocolate steroids.
So do you taste the Jack Daniels?
You can taste it. I mean, it's like anything else that you use alcohol in it to cook. It's what would get you inebriated is no longer in there. In fact, it's cooked
Gotcha.
out, but the flavor remains. Plus, you
Right.
get to say, "Yeah, it's made with Jack Daniels."
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, though. It does sound really good. If you ever think the name, let us know.
What?
If you ever think of the name, let us know.
Oh yeah, I will find it out and send it to you, along with the link to They Came Back from Somewhere.
Oh yeah, definitely want to watch that.
So,
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
In all of the Puppet Masters that's been going on, I can't really say what's your favorite because we already know pretty much what that would be.
And
Who-
I'll say right here and now, I have not seen everything yet.
Okay.
That's one of the fun things about going to conventions and meeting Puppet Master fans is they invariably know so much more about the trivia and everything, what happened in which one. And I've had people, quiz me, and I'll say, you know what? I don't know. And they love being able to tell you.
That's really cool.
They're like, oh, you're in a puppet man. Wow, let me tell you.
In battles, if you were to have like a battle arena of the Puppet Master characters, who do you think would be the top?
The top?
Yeah, the winner.
But not Dr. Death. I can't say Dr. Death.
Right.
Well,
Because I would agree with you
then
on
I
that
think we got to go with Blade.
Blade.
Yeah. They're all badasses, but he's the baddest badass.
Yeah. Did you ever see the Blood Dolls series? I think it's
No,
like
I don't think I have.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a knockoff, but I don't know exactly.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
But it's okay.
It's pretty okay.
It's pretty okay. Would you what role would you want to have for your death?
For my death?
Yep. If you were to pick your scene on how you die, how would that be?
Honestly, quietly in my sleep.
Not in real life, but like.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. In my,
no, like
in
a
real
movie.
life.
In a movie.
In a movie, what would? Okay, I wasn't sure if you wanted that.
Yeah.
For real or not?
No. In the movie, like you got to create your own.
Well, I'm glad I got to be morbid and say I wasn't that quietly asleep. And if it happened tonight, that would be fine.
No, we don't want that.
Wow, good question. I probably getting turned by a gorgeous female vampire.
Ooh. Does is it
well, not getting turned, because that would imply that I'm still alive. She just rips me to shreds.
Okay.
She uses me for sex and then tears me to shreds.
Right.
Oh.
How's
so
that?
You'd be a buffet.
Yes.
A vampire buffet.
Okay.
Right on. Mindy Daughtery, I think it is. I mess up her last name.
Dorothy?
Maybe. But she was on last Wednesday, and she said that she wanted her neck and head to be completely off and blood going everywhere.
Yeah.
I can't say much. Remember earlier I talked about the scene that I said I really can't say much more about it.
Right.
It might be very similar to what you just said.
Okay.
So between,
you know what, I'll send you a link to the behind the scenes stuff we shot.
Ooh.
okay,
because somebody took video of the camera monitor for the actual shot. Somebody else shot the rehearsal, and somebody else shot from the side the people pouring blood on me. It's pretty cool.
right on. So in the whole icons of slashers, who would you pick being your
What was
favorite?
the first part of that question?
The horror icons, the slashers, Freddy, Jason, Chucky,
Right.
etc. Who would you pick?
The slasher icons. Michael Myers will always be near and dear to my heart, because I saw Halloween, the original Halloween. I saw in the theater on its initial run in downtown Chicago, and fell in love with it. Now, as I got older, I oftentimes have people say that I look like Dr. Loomis, like Donald Pleasance.
Yeah, I could kind of.
So I would love the chance to play Dr. Loomis.
Right on. My favorite has been Freddy.
Yeah, and that was going to be I was going to say Freddy is probably the other one
Okay.
of the iconic slasher ones.
So let's turn it this way. Let's turn it into a Mount Rushmore. Let's turn the whole
Of
question
slashers?
of slashers. What would be your Mount Rushmore?
Well,
Michael and Freddy. We got
Michael, Freddy, Jason, and does Leatherface count?
Yeah, Leatherface is in there.
Leatherface.
Leatherface. Right on. I didn't know if we were going to have some Leprechaun or Chucky in there.
I mean, I like those characters, but I don't think of them as predominantly slashers. Maybe I should.
Yeah, I can see that because you got Ghostface. Ghostface is a slasher.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying in that level. So who do you think would win, Blade or Chucky?
Chucky.
Really, I think Blade would win. I think he would have
What?
more speed.
What's Velvet doing over there?
She's pretending to be Chucky. I would go with Blade. I figured he would, with his size and speed, he could take him out more.
But see,
You know, on any given day.
see, Chucky is like small, and he could get at your ankles, and he could jump, and he could get all at you, you know, and all different angles.
You've put some thought into this, haven't you?
Yes.
All right.
Wow.
Is there anything that you would like to promote or say to the area?
Promote? Why, there's this.
Ooh.
Joker's Wild, Lazarus Risen.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with the. Gosh darn it. I'm going to fix this before the next time I'm on, I promise.
It's okay.
I don't know what. Everything's
Oh, it's
tight,
so
as tight as
awesome.
it can be. Why does it keep falling over?
That I don't know.
Are you
Harley
familiar with
Quinn.
Joker's Wild? That David Howard Thornton played the Joker.
Yes.
Oh,
It's a fan film based on a Batman storyline from 1988 called Death in the Family, where the Joker kidnaps and tortures Robin number 2.
okay. I'm definitely
And it was pretty brutal.
Yes.
And so this is
I've seen
the sequel, and David is not in this one, but it's going to feature Harley Quinn. And
Okay.
a woman by the name of Laura Nelinia, who is a professional cosplayer, is playing that. I'm going to play Alfred Pennyworth.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So to me, that's like the crossover audience between Puppet Master movies and DC Comics people. I'm hoping there's a large overlap.
Okay.
There is.
Is there anything else you wanted to promote or?
Nah, I think right now that's about it.
That's about it. All right.
I can tell you're trying to get rid of me. You're like,
No.
Oh.
No.
it's like when they start going.
I'm
It's like
trying to
when
think of what the.
you've had a really nice dinner and evening with someone, and they go, "So now, how long is it to take you to get home again?"
No.
Did you want me to put up some leftovers for you to take? That's the point we've gotten to.
No. It has
I'm
nothing to do with
joking.
that.
This is awesome. This is interesting stuff. I love this.
So, would you ever want to direct your own movie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
What would it be?
That I'm not sure.
You think you'd roll in horror or comedy or mix?
I'd like to think that I could say that the genre shouldn't matter. But I've directed like sketches and things. I've some minor theatrical stuff, so I kind of sort of know the basics. And like I said, I was studying directing at Columbia College many years ago.
Right.
So comedy I feel comfortable with, and horror I feel comfortable with.
So maybe
Once again, musical. Don't ask me to direct a musical.
Come on, let's see, like a horror musical. That'd be
It would
great.
definitely be a horror musical, whether it started out as one or not.
So would it be kind of?
How many horror musicals are there?
I don't think there's really.
I mean, there should be, shouldn't there?
Right,
I think that's
right.
an unexplored area.
Just that. Let's see, like Buffy. It's not really horror, but Buffy did a musical.
That's true.
Okay.
So I mean, other than Rocky Horror,
Rocky Horror.
did they
yeah.
ever do a musical? Or Phantom of the Opera was a
And
musical.
you got Genetic Opera.
Yeah.
I don't
But
think.
yeah,
they really
I don't
did
think
much.
we've seen anything in recent years, and we should.
Right.
That could be a very interesting.
You know, the slasher and his fleeing victim should be able to just stop at some point and sing to each other, right?
Yeah.
Or something.
Something. Do you have any little people in your shows? In your stuff?
We haven't yet.
Ooh.
So if you're interested,
That would be that'd be fun, huh?
I mean, it's certainly
Like
not
have
because,
the little people and some little people in there.
right?
Yeah.
I will pass along your information.
Okay.
Are you going to be a puppet?
I love that. That'd be funny.
Violet the puppet, the evil puppet.
Violet the puppet.
Velvet.
Velvet the puppet. Velvet the
Right.
puppet.
All right.
Velvet.
So, what?
Wow, this is going to her head already.
Yeah,
Yep. It's gonna. Did you have kids and pass the acting the interest of acting along to them?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Did you have kids?
Oh, children of my own? Yeah,
Yes.
I have a son and a daughter. They're both in their 30s now.
Did they take the role of wanting to be into the acting?
My daughter is, well, first of all, she's totally a spooky girl. You know, everything's bats and skulls, and
Nice.
she and her husband watch horror movies all the time. And she is an elementary school teacher,
Right on.
but recently she directed a school musical for the first time, and
Oh.
I think that's like one of the greatest experiences she's ever had.
Nice.
They did Willy Wonka.
I'm
Oh,
a teacher's aide, and she's a teacher's aide. I do elementary, and she does high school.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
That is
go
super cool.
teachers!
Yes.
What about what about your son?
We won't talk about him.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm kidding. He's an engineer in a parts manufacturing company, a
Oh.
place that
Okay.
make like clutch assemblies for Harley Davidsons,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and he's in some quality control. When stuff gets returned because it isn't working properly, he has to play with it and figure out why it's not working properly.
Gotcha.
Which, if you love that kind of thing like he does, it's like the greatest job in the world to him.
Right.
He has aptitude in that area. He did not get that from me.
Yeah.
I would love to, be good with that kind of thing, but I'm not mechanically inclined.
Okay.
Neither am
All
I.
I have is my superior intellect and my good looks. And my humility.
Well, we've hit to where we have 2 minutes left before we have to hang up. Is there anything that you would like to say to anybody?
Oh my God, that's putting me on the spot. I can't think right off of anybody I want to say anything to.
Okay.
Except for you, who's watching, and you know who you are. I'm still coming for you. Other than that, I don't have anything to say to anybody.
All
Okay.
right. Well, I'm going to definitely stay in contact with you if you don't mind.
No,
And
please do.
we definitely, as soon as we get some more dates available, I would love to have you back on.
Oh yeah.
This is fun, you know.
Yeah. Oh
Go
no,
for
I
it.
love doing these, and I'm sorry that that we had to keep postponing.
Oh,
This is
it's-
the
It
third
happens.
time, right? This is the third time.
Yeah,
we set
this is
something
number
up.
3.
Third
It
time's the
happens.
charm,
It
as
happens.
they say.
hey, third
It
time
happens.
the charm.
Yeah.
All right, Bill. It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna message you here in a little bit.
I've really enjoyed talking to you folks.
Yes, thanks. It was nice having you on.
All right. Thank you. You have a wonderful night.
Let's talk the biggest small show. Let's talk the biggest small show. Let's talk the biggest small show. Big talk, bold walk, all facts. Let's talk the biggest small show.